does, of course he does.
It feels a very, very sad place this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm back in Southampton, back for another game. It's Preston North End in the Sky Bet Championship today for the mighty Saints. Just arrived now. It's a nice day actually, the sun's shining. It's not cold, it's very, very mild. And yeah, looking forward to getting to the ground. A lot of people not looking forward to it, but I am looking forward to it. Certainly after last week's defeat, it feels like a huge, huge game for everybody connected with the club. And the manager's called for unity, he's called for a bounce back and to stop feeling sorry for themselves, and hopefully that is absolutely the case this Saturday. Preston North End though, they're doing okay, not a bad side at all. Saints, yeah, they have a few issues in midfield. Shea Charles looks like he's going to miss today. We've also got Flynn Downs with a knock to his knee. So it does leave us lightweight in midfield. We didn't sign another midfielder, did we, in the summer? So we're a little bit lightweight central midfield. So for me, it has to be the return of Aribo. He has to come and start today, doesn't he? He comes straight into the side. I expect him to start. You need that experience. The going's getting really tough at the moment, and you need experienced leaders in the team. He will give us exactly that today. So hopefully he comes in and plays with Yander in midfield. But will he go to a flat four today? I think it's unlikely. I'd like to see it. But he has sent a rallying call this weekend to stop feeling sorry for themselves and get on with it. And absolutely need to get on with it. It was a disastrous result, wasn't it, midweek last week? It was a terrible, terrible result, really. Blackburn Rovers to be in the league like we were, to be winning the game and ending up losing it. It's just a disaster, really. It was a terrible, terrible result, but an opportunity to bounce back in front of our home fans today. And it's nearly, talking about home fans, the fans that have been very patient. We've not seen a great deal of wins at St Mary's, and my dad was just saying to me, it's a year pretty much since we beat Everton in the Premier League at St Mary's Stadium. A year, and we've beaten Wrexham, so we've only had 2 wins in a year at St Mary's. So yeah, not the greatest of times there. Hopefully we can get our 3rd win in a year today against Wrexham. Right, we're going to go grab a little bite to eat. We'll get my dad on the channel very shortly. He is with me, Football Dad is here. And yeah, we'll get some thoughts, a bit of analysis, and we'll discuss and break down today's game. Right, just grabbing a quick coffee with my dad at our favourite coffee shop in Southampton at this moment in time. How are you feeling about the game, mate?
Yeah, I'm apprehensive, as I've been for every home game for ages. As we spoke earlier on, it's a year this weekend since we beat Everton at St Mary's. We've only had 1 win since then, which was Wrexham in the final seconds of the game. So home games, which were always almost guaranteed a win, aren't anymore. So today's a big thing, but
it's a big game, isn't it? It's a big defeat. I haven't had you on the channel since that defeat against Blackburn Rovers last weekend. 1-0 up, went on to lose the game. It was a nightmare result, wasn't it? Really.
It was dreadful. It was dreadful. You know, we've been told not to be negative and to move on and everything, but you know, the fans have been through absolute hell the last year, and all we want to do is go and see our team win.
It's interesting, the comments on the channel actually, because you get a real mixed bag. Some people feel like you did, and I had someone put a comment on yesterday, said, well, the fans are a big part of the problem, because the fans are quick to boo, they're quick to get on the players' back. I don't necessarily agree with that, actually. I think the fans have been fairly patient, certainly on the road, been very, very good. Yeah, they showed frustration last weekend, and I think they have a right to it. Even the manager said they have a right to show a bit of frustration last weekend.
Yeah, they've to be fair, the fans stuck with them through the worst season almost in the club's history. So I think when people start saying the fans are not, you know, they're getting agitated, they've got a right to get agitated.
Gonna be, aren't they?
I mean, what one quote that kind of hit home a little bit this week was that the manager said to the Echo that that some of the players have forgotten how to win.
Yeah.
And I found that pretty awful, actually. I thought to myself, well, if the fans have forgotten how to pay their money and turn up to watch games, the club would be in a dreadful mess.
Yeah.
So
I need to find a way to start winning games of football again. We have to find ways to win.
We've got to find a way out of this, but you see how well Bournemouth are doing, how well Brighton are doing, and they've all progressed, and we're still in a backward trend, and we've got to turn it round.
Yeah, he does have to turn it around. Do you feel like the manager's under a bit of pressure now? There's a lot of people in the comments on the instant reaction video here on the channel last weekend. There was so much negativity towards the manager. I've backed him, and I still back him to turn it around. I still think he can turn it around. Do you think he can turn it around, Will? Still?
I think it's 50-50, to be honest, but he's got to start getting results.
It's a results-driven business, isn't it?
But the huge problem is, if you get rid of him, who do you replace him with?
Yeah.
The options.
You can't keep chopping and changing manager, can you?
No, not at all. You can't. But to be fair, a lot of the players
have let him down a bit.
Have let him down.
Yeah, I've said that a lot on the channel.
And I do question sometimes whether the mentality's right, and I'm not blaming them because of the season, but we brought in a lot of players.
Yeah, we changed like 75% of our squad. It's going to take a little while for that to settle, but I think maybe last time round, I was chatting about it a bit on the channel, last time round under Russell, we just hit the ground running, didn't we? I know we had that little 4-game run where we didn't win a game, but he just got it going. And I think he had a better team of players. I still think a lot of people compare it, but he had a better group of players, didn't he?
And the other thing the manager's got to do is he's got to bring the best out of the players that he's brought in.
Fellows, Azaz.
I still want to see Fellows playing as a winger.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see 3 at the back. I just don't. I mean, has he got so little confidence in his central defenders? He's got to play 3 of them. That's the question to ask, really.
Yeah. Just a quick one. You said to me on the way to the ferry today. You spoke about Leo Senzo. I didn't hear the interview. He's been impressive, a massive fan's favourite already. He's saying all the right things, isn't he? Give us a little bit of some thoughts on that interview, what he had to say, because I've not listened to it, I've missed it.
Well, he did talk a lot, and he's obviously spent a lot of his life in Germany. His English is very, very good, and he had a lot of good points to say. But he's like a lot of people, he doesn't realise how bad it's been. He might look at the stats, but coming to watch this like week in, week out, it's really soul destroying. So
hopefully it won't be today. Hopefully today it won't be soul destroying. I hope it's not.
I have to be positive today.
Yeah, it's hard to get him to be positive. That was Football Dad on the Football Martin channel. We are going to finish up our coffee and head down to St Mary's. Just a little segment for you guys that tune in that are not in the UK, just to talk to you about the weather here in England at the moment, because it's really strange. It's the 1st of November today. It was Halloween yesterday, and it's really mild. We're like dodging in between rain showers. It absolutely teemed down a minute ago. It was just taking cover. You can see those dark clouds behind me. Very autumnally, but it is really mild. I cut my grass yesterday and it had grown so much. It's really strange for this time of year, but we're on our way to St Mary's, not far away now. We'll go and grab some fans and get you some score predictions. Jake, great to meet you. Thank you very much for coming on my channel today.
Lovely to meet you.
It's an absolute pleasure to meet you as well.
Lovely.
Give me your story. You're all the way from Australia, and you've been across Europe as well.
Yeah, so I've been across Europe. I've come 19,500 kilometres from Australia. It was a 48-hour travel time just to watch Southampton play. My whole thing was just to watch Southampton. We saw Southampton vs Swansea 0-0, and we're here for the Preston game today.
Unbelievable.
Lovely.
Give me your story of becoming a Southampton fan. What was it about Southampton that made you become a Saints fan?
So I was born down the road in Chichester, and we moved to Australia when I was 6. And in about 2009, playing FIFA, just chose Southampton because I knew it was around the local area, and I just chose Southampton. Ever since then, diehard Southampton fan.
So good.
Yep.
Are you able to watch the games back home and keep in touch with how we're doing?
Yeah, so every game is either on beIN Sport or I can watch it on the Saints website.
Yeah.
Got to pay a fee, but I'm happy to pay that. Wake up at 1 a.m, 4 a.m, just to watch every single game.
I'll ask you a question. In all the years of supporting Southampton, who's been your favourite ever player?
It's James Ward-Prowse every single day of the year. Yeah. James Ward-Prowse has been my favourite, is my favourite still. Cienza is up there right now as my favourite.
We've been chatting a bit about Leo Cienza today. His attitude's been superb off the field, but his performances on the pitch have been tremendous.
Oh, they've been absolutely enormous for the club. We need that type of player. We need that attitude, and we can't be taking him off for a centre-back today.
Yeah, absolutely not. What's your score predictions today? How do you think it'll unravel?
I do think today will be a draw. I don't think we have the tactical awareness of this match to go on and win it. I think it will be a draw.
Yeah, you feel it's going to be a draw.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll still can turn things around here?
I wish I could say yes, but unfortunately no. From what was been seen, not playing Jay Robinson, taking Cienza off, not playing a Dozy, a Rebo, it's just not good enough.
Yeah. Rebo today, he's here.
Yeah.
There's a bit of an injury crisis in midfield. He's got to come in, isn't he, today, Rebo?
100%, he has to be our engine in the midfield. I know we got Casper Yander who could be playing. He did have an illness in midweek. We need a Rebo. We need him.
Yeah, no, I agree. I hope he starts today. It's been a pleasure talking to you and your story as well. It's been brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
Kian, great to see you, mate. Thank you for being a member of the Football Martin YouTube channel. If you want to become a member, make sure you do check out the memberships on the channel. Kian, big game today, Preston North End. Thoughts on it?
I mean, it can't get any worse, can it?
Can it?
I mean, it's got to get it's got to get better at some point. So let's hope it's the start of something.
Go on, man.
Southampton 2-1 Saints.
You going with a win?
Yeah.
Who's scoring your goals then?
Centre, and I'm going to go, if he plays, hopefully Joe Evo.
Steve, a new Saints fan on the channel today. Thanks for coming on.
No worries.
A few thoughts ahead of this one.
Yeah, it's tough at the moment, isn't it? So it's the first time at St Mary's. So
Is this your first visit? Yeah, first visit. How you feeling about it? Do you think we can get a win today?
I'm hoping so. We've been St Mary's 3 times. Well, I've been 3 times. Each time it's been 1-1. Yeah. So I'm going to say 1-0.
I hope it's not a draw. Do you think we could turn the season around with a win today? Would go a long way to potentially getting us back on track.
Yeah, I hope so. I think we've got the players. Have we got the manager? I don't know. I'm all up for giving him a good go, and letting him have a chance. Come on!
It's 16 on the clock, and it's been a good start from Saints. It's been really good. Leo Cienza getting Saints on the front foot loads of times. Looks like we're playing an interesting formation though, 5 at the back, and it's like almost we're playing with a false 9. But you've got Leo Cienza almost playing as a striker, dropping in. Adam Armstrong's doing the same. But Ryan Manning's down injured at the moment, which is a bit of concern because we don't have loads of cover in the left back position due to Wellington sending off last week. But it's going to be a good start from Saints. Saints went the closest, had a really good chance from a free kick. But Saints started the game really well. The conditions have been wet, it's been furious, the ball's zipping around the surface as well, just due to the rain, which has eased up a little bit now. But 17 on the clock, Saints have been far the better team. Just need to get ourselves in the lead and give these fans something to cheer about. But I'll tell you what, I've got to say, the amount of fans in here is unbelievable. It's a really good showing, really. I thought there'd be a lot more empty seats, but where I am in the chapel, there's probably empty seats here, but yeah, the atmosphere's been decent as well. 0-0.
Come on, Saints, forward now, come on.
zoomed in on Adam Blackmore, Joe Tessam there, listening to their commentary whilst the game's going, absolute game changer. I love doing it. Adam Blackmore was saying that he had cramp, and you could see him stood up over there. I think he's shaking it off now, but the commentary's good actually. I love listening to it. And they were just saying about the seasoned pros that Preston have, well organised. They're not running loads, they're just sitting in and just doing what they need to do. Whether they hit Saints on the break as the game goes, but Leo Senza just has a brilliant chance for Saints. It was a really good chance. I thought he was going to net, but he picks it up again midway inside the Preston half. Goes out to Roslev. Go on, Roslev, go on. Azaz, come on. Azaz has started the game not bad actually. Yanda, nearly gets a 1-2 with Ronnie Edwards. Yeah.
He does, of course he does.
Preston score. It was coming as well. It's been a pretty dull first half, really, all in all. But Preston do score. Wanted it a bit more. I think it was Ronnie Edwards. I need to watch it back. But wanted it more. It's pinging around in the box and it ends up in the back of the net. I knew it would. And the chants from the Northern End where Sport Republic get out of our club. The fans are massively frustrated. And Saints had dominated the first 20 minutes. It kind of started to fade away. You could feel Preston were just coming into the game, really started to put a bit of pressure on Saints, getting their players in our half of the pitch, putting a bit of pressure on Saints, and you just knew it was going to go one way. But I can't help but feel you could lose a central defender and get someone else in midfield, and someone in and around Adam Armstrong can't transition back to front quick enough. It's all about Cienza, and he's the only bright spark at this moment in time. We just can't transition back to front quick enough, and it's what we've seen week in, week out. Have to be so much better in transition. Tom Fellows on the bench, Jay Robinson, you can't help but think you need those players on the pitch at this moment in time, especially when you're at home and you need to have a go, you need to get on the front foot. Just can't get on top of the game at all. But Saints are one down and it feels so flat inside St Mary's. Gutted, absolutely gutted. Well, he had to ring the changes, and he did do. He's brought on Tom Fellows. He's took off a defender, which we all called for, and he's gone with a back four. Roslev, Howard-Bellis, Wood, and Manning. And Manning looks like he's going to have to play 3 games in a week. Flynn Downs, Casper Yanda. He took off Azaz, who did struggle. Big summer signing. Leo Senza, Tom Fellows, Jay Robinson's come on as well, Adam Armstrong, but we just don't have a big man up top, so it's just hard to get out, it's hard to hold it up, we just don't have that. But I just feel that Preston will win this. That's how I feel at the moment. They're on the ball now, midway inside our half, not being closed down, loads of time on the ball, loads and loads of time on the ball, just able just to ping it around. Come on Saints, get in amongst them, just pinging it off again. Saints has just sat off. Like lack of belief now, real lack of belief. It's really flat inside the stadium. Turned, goes past Robinson. Nathan Wood with clearance, but Saints won't get nothing out of this. It's as poor as I've seen us in such a long time. It's tough to see Preston well seasoned at this level, but still not good enough for what we spent in the summer. It's all Preston, picks it up inside midfield. No one goes to the ball. No one goes to the ball. You hear people around me absolutely furious.
What is that?
Seconds, every second ball, Preston are winning it. They're totally on top here. On the right hand side, give and go. Again, nobody goes to the ball. They're just playing with Saints now. Look like the home side. Lovely give and go. Yanda tries to get a foot in. He can't get a foot in. Right side, ball comes in the box. Osmajic doesn't quite win it. Recycle. Saints are second to absolutely everything in front of me right now. Can't believe quite what I'm seeing. Terry Small picks it up, pings the ball in. Osmajic. Good header from Ryan Manning, clears it, but again, Preston pick up the second, so I'm going to keep it rolling. Yeah, it's just not good enough. Well off it. People around me saying useless. Really, really disappointing what I'm seeing. We're just looking at those stats, 0.30 expected goals compared to 1.54 of Preston. Just the one shot on target in the whole of the game at home. That's quite unforgivable. No big chances for Saints whatsoever. But yeah, one shot on target. They've had two and they've scored one of them. They've had some good spells. It hasn't been a lot better the second half, even with a change of formation. Saints just not offering enough up top. Adam Armstrong's not a 9, he struggles playing as an out-and-out number 9. But it is looking so depressing right now. It's still Saints 0, Preston 1, 62 minutes on the clock.
Substitution for the Saints, replacing number 4, Flynn Downs, 42, Damien Downs.
They're second to everything, the Saints. They're second to everything. Every second ball.
2 more substitutions for the Saints, replacing number 20, Casper Younger, number 7, Joe Aribo. And replacing number 2, Max Rosler, 49, Nicholas Oyakonde.
85 minutes on the clock and Saints are still trailing 1-0. Joe Aribo's just come on for Saints and he got the biggest cheer of the afternoon at St Mary's. It feels a very, very sad place this afternoon. Joe Aribo gets his first touch. They've been singing his song, but it is still Saints 0, Preston 1. I'm down here at the Dow Bar, post-match reaction with Boise. Saints defeated in the Sky Bet Championship this afternoon by Preston North End. Finished up Saints 0, Preston 2. Boise, some reaction.
Where do we go from here, mate?
Yes.
I'm struggling to think where we go from here. I've never been to a match before that the atmosphere has been quite as bad as it was today. Calls for the board to be sacked, calls for the manager to be sacked. Don't know what he's doing. Players refusing to come over and clap the hard-paying supporters of this football club, barring Leo Senza and Joe Aribo. It's a very tough time to be a Saints fan. I'm very dejected, as you can probably hear in my voice, and I don't know where we go from here, mate.
It's a tough moment to be a Saints fan, and Adam Blackmore said on BBC commentary today, he said that he felt that St Mary's felt really sad today. It was like it's the saddest he's felt it in such a long time, and it did feel that. It felt so flat. Pre-match it felt flat, but inside the stadium it had a really weird air around it today, didn't it?
Well, when things aren't going our way in terms of a possession, the fans are very quick, and rightfully so, to make their feelings known and get the ball forwards, get the ball into the box, have a shot. But when that's not happening, there's, there wasn't that energy that we normally have at home today. People not singing, people not chanting, people not getting behind the players as much. But can you blame them? Because week after week now, it's becoming the custom for this football club to go out there and not give their all. These players aren't believing, and when the players aren't believing,
do you think the players not giving enough? Do you still, today, did you feel that there's a few? I thought personally that Preston they won every second ball. Second half, there was a period of time they won every second ball.
Yeah, definitely. 100% for me. There's one player that can maybe hold his head up higher today, and that's Senza, as he has been for the last few games. But even then, I didn't think he was that. He's not been as good as he has been the last few games, I thought, today. But just careless passes. Preston, yes, they always got the second ball, but also I think some of the balls that we ended up just giving away, it's basic passing. It's passing that you shouldn't be doing at this level, and it's not good enough. And if I'm being honest, I don't think they are. I don't think they are really.
I want to talk about the formation and how we set up today. We set up with a back five. I walked around the stadium a lot pre-match, getting predictions for my match day vlog and for this show, and people were saying to me they wanted to see a flat four today. They wanted to get us on the front foot today. They didn't want to see a five at the back, especially with just Osmajic playing up front for them, who was a handful.
Yeah, big time.
We played the three centre backs, but he still ran right. Really, Osmajic was just laying balls off, dropping in. He was like. Did we really need to play three centre-backs?
We must be the only team in the world, or one of the very few teams, who can play five at the back, put six at the back out there, and we would still find a way to make it a dog's dinner for ourselves. I mean, Taylor Harwood-Bellis, for me, shouldn't be starting for this football club at the moment. I think he's bang off the mark week in, week out. I thought Nathan Wood struggled a bit today, which he hasn't done recently, but I didn't think he had his best game today. Ronnie Edwards being taken off at half-time, I think kind of says it all, really. So I agree, I want to see his
Finn Azaz as well come off at half-time.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about Finn Azaz and his performance today. He's just not going at all, is he?
Something's not quite clicking, and it's a real shame because he's a talented footballer and he's proven for this level of football. But whether it's the manager's system, maybe he doesn't want to be here, maybe he doesn't believe in what we're doing, but it just hasn't clicked yet. He's been about as useful as a chocolate teapot in midfield this season. He's kind of crumbling under pressure in those loose ball situations, and that's not what you want from a creative outlet footballer.
Yeah, we don't have an out ball, do we? We don't have a target up front. We don't have somebody that can hold the ball up at all. Adam Armstrong played as a number 9 today, or as a false 9. We are really, really struggling with anybody that's going to hold the ball up for us. There's no options without Ross, is there?
Absolutely not, and we're all hoping that Damien Downs can come good. Side note on that, by the way, I didn't agree with us booing him when he came on as a substitution. I know he's struggling, and we want to see wins, and it's tough times at the moment. He's 21 years old. It's a lot of pressure for him, but even him, he's not quite good enough at the moment to be able to do that hold-up play that Ross Stewart can do. And this comes back to Sport Republic. Why didn't we sign a proven goal scorer? Why didn't we sign somebody to play hold-up in the summer? And it's the manager who's paying for it, in my opinion, at the moment.
Do you think he'd pay for it, the manager? Today's defeat. Do you think he'll survive it?
I think he will survive it. I think we've spoken before off camera on your shows. I think they will wait until the international break to make any decisions. I think they'll want to give him QPR. They'll want to give him a very winnable game in Sheffield Wednesday. But if he doesn't get 6 points out of those 2 games, I think it's for the best interest that he goes. And I really want him to work. I like him. I think he's a good manager. I really do. But at the moment, you give a man blunt tools, you're getting a poor result at the end of the day.
It's a good point. Finally, before we wrap things up today, fans really showed their frustration at the end of the game. There was a lot of booing, wasn't there?
Yeah, loads.
You spoke about the players. Didn't really come across to the fans. Where you were.
Yeah, that's not good enough, to be honest. I know nobody likes to be told they're doing a bad job, and it needs to be told they're doing a bad job at the moment. And so for them to not come over to the fans, the 27,000 people that paid their hard-earned money today, to not even commend them for coming out, it's not good enough, to be honest. But yeah, as you said, calls for the ball to be sacked. I think you might have just said that second half Phil Parsons didn't come back out into his seat. That tells you all you need to know. And it's just sad times at the moment, mate, to be a Saints fan, And I know football's full circle and it will come good again. But at the moment, I just can't see it, and it's such a shame.
Tough moment, very, very tough moment to be a Southampton fan. Boise, thank you very much indeed for your time.
Cheers, mate.
And to top it off, I've missed my ferry. I've got 40 minutes to the next jet back to the Isle of Wight, so in Starbucks, flat white, need to wake myself up. What's it like? You ask, what is it like, Martin? Well, it is very nice. Really good, much needed. Just trying to keep myself, pick myself back up because I feel pretty low after watching that. Look, that was a poor defeat. There's a poor defeat. I've had, what's it now, 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. I've done my instant reaction, went to the Dow bar. It took ages to upload it. It's out on the channel if you've missed it. I'll give you a few more thoughts. I've not listened to the manager's comments yet. I will do. My phone's been inundated with people messaging me, where next, what next. So, yeah, I'm going to direct them to this video. Come and watch this video. This is what I think. QPR midweek. Will we go there and get a result? Honestly, I think it'd be really tough. You know, to go away from home and try and win a game. We struggled at Blackburn last week. You know, we've got beaten at home against Preston today. It's a low place to be as a Saints fan. I don't know how he turns it round. I just don't. I don't know what. I'm out of. I'm lost for where to next. Yanda and Cienza were the only two today that walk out of it with any credit. A lot of really despondent fans, and they're going to be, aren't they? Everyone's going to be despondent when we've been as poor as we've been. Just one shot on target all game at home against Preston. Preston were a well-oiled machine, by the way. You can see why they're 7th. They were solid, worked in numbers, didn't have to run a lot really. They just got organised, got people behind the ball. I've got a comment on it because I've just seen it on social media. Nathan Wood coming across to the Saints fans and swearing. Not great. There's a lot of young kids down in that area, and to see a player doing that, not really setting an example after a really poor performance, he probably just needs to focus on his football, really. But I don't like to see that, not from players. It's not great, is it, really? I know the fans give a lot, and they say, well, the fans give a lot. There's a lot of kids around. Come on. Deserve an apology for that. Not good. But everyone's annoyed. Everyone's pissed off. To lose at home again, we've lost so many games at home. It felt a sad place, you know. Like I said it on my instant reaction video. Adam Blackmore said in commentary, he said he hadn't seen St Mary's as such a sad place since that relegation to League One. And do you know what? We're staring down the barrel of it at this moment in time. If things don't improve quickly, we are going to get ourselves right in a muddle, and we're already in a muddle. And people are going to have to step up really quickly, but we've been saying it for weeks. We need to step up. We've said it since the last international break. It's time for the players to step up and give a bit more. Yet, we are where we are, 21st in the Championship. It's just not good enough, is it really? It's just not good enough. I feel really deflated and I feel really beaten up tonight. I've had the flu last week and I'm not really 100% back to normal, trying to recover from it. My head's banged all day today, and it's been made even worse by watching that nonsense on the pitch. I'm just not enjoying watching it at the moment, and I'm finding it really hard to keep going. But I will keep going because I love my club, love the team, and I will support the Saints through thick and thin, and it is a really bad moment. Give me all your reaction, all your thoughts in the comments box below. I hope you've enjoyed the matchday vlog. I know there hasn't been loads of fan reaction at the end of the show, but it is very difficult, an emotional moment, to get people on without people being really aggy in the background. Boyce's a great guest, so thank you to Adam for coming on. He's brilliant on the channel. Hope you enjoyed his thoughts and my thoughts there. At the back end of the matchday vlog. We'll be back for Sheffield Wednesday next week with another vlog. We'll get a bit more fan reaction certainly afterwards, but beforehand as well. I didn't have anyone to help me with the camera work today, so it's a little bit difficult to try and do it on my own. Did miss Annika today big time because she's a absolute superstar when it comes to helping me put the matchday content together. Right, I need to go and get my ferry. People are rocking up ready to get the ferry. I don't want to be missing this boat, that's for sure, because the next one's not till about 9:30. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate your support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. Smash a like on it as well. If we get over a couple of 100 likes, that'd be pretty amazing. Have a great weekend. Stay tuned to the channel. I'll see you soon.